Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Happy Sunday, folks, if anyone's out there. Impromptu, unscheduled, non-categorized stream that is not the thing I've been regularly doing on Sundays. So I can imagine reasons why that might depress turnout, which is fine. It's all good. But here we are. It's going to be episode 5 of our Adventures of Lolo series playthrough. The third episode where we play Lolo 3. The first episode of this playthrough, excuse me a moment. The drawstring on my pants is undone for some reason. Okay. Harsh, bright, early morning light, but I can't put it. Oh man. We're in the first weekend that feels like it tells you that summer's coming here. And so I can't put a blackout curtain up just to have better lighting. I can't do it. Yeah, we beat Lolo 3 in the first episode of this. Oh my goodness. Trying to find the file to launch here. So yeah, we beat Lolo 3 in the first episode. Lolo 1 in the first episode of this. That part was easy. Not only because it's a pretty easy game, especially the American version, which is a compilation to introduce players to introduce American players to this series. That was one part that made it easy. The other part was that I had literally just played through it a couple months before I did it live, so don't need any Game Genie codes here. I'm going to dive right in. And then Lolo 2 I managed to beat in 2 days, and that was the first time I ever beat that game. I had made it pretty far into that game as a kid, and then never really, later on, I was much more devoted to this game, which I've also never beaten. Hold on. Better turn the bouncy music down a little bit for myself. Let me know if it's too loud out there. I can see it bouncing on the mixer down there. I can never get sick of this music. I understand why other people might be able to get sick of this music, so let me know. Yeah, I've never beaten this game. We're nowhere as close to how far I've made it. Somehow, despite playing this game and this series since I was a kid, I've managed to never spoil myself with walkthroughs. So my hope is that now I can cement that. Beat this game for the first time, and then I can say, hey, I never once. All I had to do, it took me 30 years. I had to get, much smarter, much better at problem solving. But I did it eventually. Okay, one last thing here. There we go. All right, excellent. Good to go. So in this level, what do we got going on here? We got a fair little bit going on. We have leapers who move until they're touched, and then they fall asleep, become immovable obstacles. While they're still moving, you can put them in eggs. Once they're asleep, no egging them. We have Don Medusa. Actually, we have Medusas. Medusas are static enemies. They don't move. But if Lolo ever gets on either a horizontal or a vertical plane with them, and there is no obstacle in the way, trees do not count as obstacles. They block Lolo's progress, but do not block Medusa's eyes. But a rock or an emerald framer or an enemy in an egg does, or a heart framer, those all block. And so, instant death. You've lost if you come into alignment with them. Don Medusa is the moving version of Medusa. He doesn't use the Medusa gaze. You know what? This closet is driving me crazy. Behind me, just very slightly open. You can see it out of the corner of my eye in the little monitor screen. Okay. And then we have Gols, who are asleep. They're inert enemies until the last heart framer is collected, at which point they wake up and they blast fire. British, hail! And their fire can also go through trees, but not other obstacles. the fire's not an instant death. So if you have enough distance, you can sprint past them. And so, we gotta collect some for heart framers here. I haven't attempted this one yet on this playthrough. I know I've beaten it before several times in my life, so I'm confident we can do it now. How are you today, British? Okay, first thing I need to do is I want to get this Don Medusa under control without creating a bad leaper situation. Leapers fall asleep once. Okay, wait. Okay. You know what? I'll take care of Don Medusa without starting to deal with the leapers yet. Because Don Medusa is the most stress-inducing foe in this game. So I'm going to immediately, going on the assumption that I just want to box this guy in. And now he's boxed in. As long as I don't step between him and the leapers, I've got it. So that's good. I might have a guest today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we might have a special guest. I'm not even sure. I set up a second camera, but I didn't set up the screen to accept a second camera. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do with it. I also might just, this is a wide screen. I haven't put it in 4:3 perspective on this particular overlay. So, yeah. If Skylar joins us, my, not niece, because Danielle and I aren't married, but Danielle's niece, and a young lady I'm quite fond of. So that'll be fun. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I've got shots. Obviously I'm going to need shots. And I think I'm going to need the shots mainly to move these Gauls, because they're going to need to go between the Medusas. I think even with the Gaul this close, once you get the gem, Gauls and their flames are destroyed. So I don't think Gauls here and here will pose a treasure collection problem. I've got 2 framers, emerald framers that I can push around that I'll use to block the Medusas on the top row. And then I'll do this here. Oh, there's nothing blocking the Gauls on the bottom. But I think ultimately I'll have enough space that I can make the run from the top. So this might just be an easy puzzle. Or there's something I'm missing. Which is always a dreadful thought on a level with a lot of Medusas and Don Medusas, because nothing in a video game has ever given me a bigger jump scare, and this persists to this day, than a Medusa or a Don Medusa that I did not think was going to getting me unexpectedly. Oh, it's alarming. But yeah, I think it's as simple as this. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, okay. And then that leaper should have me covered. Yeah. And boom. Easy. Alright, so that was room 5. Oh! And this was just a 5-room thing. I should have finished it last time. Well, we've made it to the docks, which means we get a little cutscene. There's more, not much more, but there's more narrative to Lolo 3 than there is to Lolo 1 and 2, which both just feature. Yeah, we're not getting there that easy. We're already at the underwater levels. I should have called this episode Under the Sea instead of heading for the docks. I thought I had more work to do to get to the docks. So check it out. We're in the underwater. There are 4 temples. I can do them in any order. And just like the caves up above, I believe each of them will be themed around a single enemy, culminating in a simple boss fight. When we beat all 4, why yes, a hub will appear in the middle. Let's start in the top left. Lala just did a thing though. Ever since I was a kid, I always alternate. They do one at a time. They take turns. Egalitarian. Even as a kid, I was very forward-thinking and progressive. Okay, So, 3 enemies. Don Medusa, and then we also have the skulls. The skulls gimmick is that they are inert until the last heart framer is collected, at which point they become scary animated skulls and they chase you down. So you can't rely on them as obstacles anymore once you've got that heart, and also you need a path to escape from them. And then we have crumble bridges. You can only step on these bridges twice. Once you've crossed over them twice, they are gone. Okay. This first attempt, I'm going to get this. So there's a possibility that what I want to do is get that last. Because if I can pick that up last, I will have a great head start on all the skulls. It's obvious what to do with Don Medusa. So why don't I... And also I don't have any hearts. So I know that this is the bridge I have to cross first. So why don't I deal with Don Medusa first? He goes over, I go over. And then, what we love to see, a Don Medusa who is not moving at all. I mean, he's moving because he never stops. He's kind of unnerving. But he's wedged in there. The Don Medusa, I never thought about this before. You know those enemies, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. In Kirby, they're like orange devil heads, and they're like floating there all happy until Kirby like tries to suck them up. He can't, but it makes them angry. And then they turn mad and they chase him. There's some commonality in design elements there. Okay, I'm giving up on this right now and starting over. Because I believe that I just perceived most of it, and it does culminate in me getting this framer last, so I've got a head start on the skulls. Let's try this again. Okay, what I need now is I need hearts. And so, the only place, there's 2 heart framers I can collect, and I need one of them to give me shots. And the decision is not forced on me, so there's some guesswork here, I guess. Because if I push this, I'll do the top one. If I don't get shots, then I gotta start over. I got shots. Okay. Now. In fact, it seems possible they both give me shots. Let's find out. Yeah. Now with 3 shots, what's left? Not that much. In fact, I don't even need that bridge up there, or to do anything with those skulls, I don't think. Unless I'm missing something, which I could be. But I don't think I am. I think I'm covered here. Let's check this out. Put that away. When it comes back, I get the heart, I go up there, I grab the treasure, I win. We're starting out easy in what I believe is going to be the Skull Guy temple. Underwater temple. Yeah, that wasn't really pushing me to the limit there. Okay. Medusas and skulls. Nothing else. My first movement is forced on me, which is not a bad thing. Narrowing the possibilities. We have 1 power on the board, and obviously it's going to need to be used to get me out of here. I think I hear my potential guest out there right now. Excuse me a moment. Okay. So the power unlocks kind of semi-randomly. Eventually you pick up enough hearts and they start flickering, and then you get a flickering heart framer, and that will unlock the next power in order. Okay. So these are just underwater trees. No special, it's a special graphic, but no special feature. Now, what needs to be blocked where? Top left Medusa needs to be blocked twice. This Medusa also will need to be blocked twice. And this one, and this one. They all need to be blocked twice. There are 3 emerald framers and a bunch of skulls. Okay. Well, let's get in here and find it. So that move is forced upon me. And then I gotta think a moment. I think I'll do this. Try this first. So push this up, and then for now, while I don't know where my shots are gonna come from, when my powers are gonna get unlocked, Waffle Syrup, good morning. How are you this morning? Man, it was a beautiful day yesterday. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You know what I just realized? I'm in here with a closed window. There we go. Get some air in here. Man, it was a real good day yesterday. We had an open house for Danielle's birthday. Lots of folks showed up. Had a very good time. But a responsible time such that I'm already up, cleaned up from the party, and I'm streaming. Feeling good. Okay. I got shots. Going outside can be real enjoyable. Okay. My next move, with 2 shots, I could ultimately get the framer at the top, or I could get the framer at the bottom with 2 shots. I'll do the top one. This is all we're experimenting right now. Well, Syrup, I've been meaning to ask you, how long would you estimate like a proper playthrough of Inscription lasts for? Is it a very long game? Or a notably short game? Or a delightfully medium game? Okay, now I'm kind of stymied, huh? Unless I'm going to unlock the power in here. Oh, which I did. And I've got 2 shots now. So I want to get out to the left or the right? Excellent. Oh, no. Don't tell me where you're going. Dox yourself. Get attacked. Oh, please do. Okay. No, I don't think this was the approach. Actually, hold on. This is the one that I want to turn. So then I can claim this framer. And then, this framer could block down here. Obviously, I need to push this skull down too. I don't know though. I'm not seeing a solution staring me in the face because I'm down to 1 shot, and this Medusa needs to be blocked on both sides. Wait, there's one more. Right, I just freed up this thing I can grab. Will it give me shots? It did. But now I'm thinking, while I was getting shots, I should have done something here. Okay, gotta start over. Gotta think about how I'm gonna put a button on this. Because this needs to be blocked. To block her here, I would obviously need to have something here. Oh, so maybe I actually should have reversed this so I could bring this framer across here. Way easier to get a framer there than a skull, especially since they're going to wake up. Okay. Well, I've convinced myself of that, but is there anything I'm missing? Seems plausible. I think this is the required first move almost, because if I push this up, I'm going to lock it off. So pushing this here locks it off. Beautiful. Excellent. So, what I'm thinking is that the Saturday schedule might go like Pool of Radiance. Could be several more weeks of Pool of Radiance, but like we're approaching climax there. There's very little left to do in the city. I'm going to do Hinterlands quests, but eventually it's just like, well, time to go fight Ataraxia. And after that, I think I'll jump in on Inscription I think I'm gonna come to the modern age for a little bit. Okay. So I did this last time. I also failed last time, so it's just reproducing what I did last time, the wisest move. I'm not sure. The company has just arrived here and I gotta run to the washroom. So hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're back at it. Okay, perfect. That's great news, Waffle Syrup. That's what I was hoping. Something like that you can really, sink your teeth into, but not for that long. Because then on the other side of that, Final Fantasy VI with Danielle. I'm working on overlays for that. The menu part of those overlays will be easy. Other parts of those will be a little more challenging. More on that in a moment. Okay. So far, definition of insanity. But okay, this time, get all these, change this one, and bring the framer over. See what opens up if we do it this way. Okay. So I put that down like that. And then I come up around. And I use this guy like this. But I don't want to get that heart last, and I only have one shot now. It's not impossible to get there. It's just not likely. Ah, now it's impossible. Yeah, okay. I'm excited for this inscription game because I follow a policy with anything. Films, books, video games. The minute I recognize in my brain that I want to experience something someday, I stop learning anything about it. After the first reveal trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, actually that's not true. I watched all the little teaser ones for Tears of the Kingdom, but that was it. Because I was like, yes, I will play the sequel to Breath of the Wild, just like I've played every single Zelda game there's ever been. And so when I finally got to start that game this week, I didn't know anything. I didn't know about Ultra Hand. I didn't know that the new gimmick was going to be fusing things together, not just picking them up and rotating them. Holy moly. That was a delightful surprise, and I'm having a ton of fun with that game. But yeah, you told me a little bit about this inscription. And I was like, okay. Like, even in terms of its ambitions, I really just know that it's cool. Like, I know it's going to be cool. I don't know why. Okay, what about... staring at this and I'm trying to think. Okay. So, right now, it feels to me like the only framer I can possibly get is this one by putting this emerald framer here. I think that's true. So for now, I'm going to assume it is true. I get that and I get 2 shots. But then, now, what remains? 4 available skulls. Because this bad boy is never going to... This bad boy is never going to be available to me. 4 available skulls, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 available skulls in a framer, and 6 block spots. Which, and I'm pretty convinced of my idea that the framer needs to go here. Nice. Yeah. So like that's my policy with everything, but in this case it seemed apropos in particular because that's pretty much all you told me. Like I know it's got deck building mechanics, but then it goes wild. Cool. I'll try this. I like deck building. All right. What else could I do here? Well, I could get the bottom one first. But why? Obviously, one of these I need to reuse the skull once. Let me see what happens if I do the bottom one. Sometimes it's not even like having a fully formed idea. Sometimes it's just being like, well, what if we did something and then perhaps something would happen? So, if I put this guy down here, I run over here and I grab this, can I get back in time to blast him away? Yes. So now he's reusable. So in theory that now I have all the skulls I need. But do I have all the shots I need? Am I following the right path? I guess there's only one way to find it. Change this one. Put the framer where I believe that it must go. Yeah, you know what? I could do this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the process of solving this or not. But it seems possible. Alright. So now I'm just going to move fast. And if I get this in position, The grass should protect me from the skulls down there. I think I've got this. Now it's all just... It's up to the thumbs now. Whew! Alright. 2 down. Oh, a knock at the door. Hold on. I'm going to go to intermission, folks. Hang tight. Okay, looks like right now Skylar is a little hesitant for a guest starring role, so we're going to be understanding, but hopefully in the fullness of time. Maybe I'll have to actually like plan a Jameson with Skylar next time she's in town. I think if we hyped it up and it was a thing, maybe she'd be more into it. Maybe I have to do a little pixel art of her face or something. Okay, well, snakies are the only thing we haven't seen today that we're seeing here. And I guess water. So, kind of funny. We're underwater, period. But then there are also rivers underwater. I don't know. Don't think too hard about it. So, snakies are just inert. They're obstacles. They never become anything else. You can put them in eggs and move them around. They follow Lolo, which is cute. But they're not enemies. Okay. Now. So obviously, the thing here, the big thing is how do you get on and off of this little island full of skulls without being destroyed? One way would be if you could get this framer last, but you can't. I can tell you can't because there's no path from here to here. There's no way to block this Medusa and still leave the path viable. So obviously we need to block the Medusa from the top and then go over her, so, which means coming off the island, which probably means coming off the island by pushing this particular skull to here and to get right off. The thing is, though, this has to happen when the skulls are awake. How many shots am I going to get is a big question. Right now I have 2. So, with 2 shots, I need to block Medusa from the left. Done. And, well, it's necessary for this thing to give me more shots. And so it will. Because it must. So I'm going to put the skull there, get hearts, or shots, shoot him again. When he comes back, I'll use him to block, and I'll use the snaky to go across. Wait. No. I only have 1 shot. I've made a mistake. Okay. So with a total of 4 shots. Oh, I don't need to block that Medusa from the top. There's the flaw in my thinking. Once again, the skulls are there for me until I wake them up. So it's all just about how can I get out of here quick? Which heart to grab last? How many skulls can I have in eggs? We shall see. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no. It's like, do it the other way. I'll push it up and go, nope, you're going to give yourself a fright. If you do that, you're gonna get blasted by the Medusa. Okay, so put that there, grab this, and use no shots. So we're actually gonna get to the island with a shot. I hope it's not the only shot, because that seems impossible. Oh dear. Okay, just experimenting here. No more shots. Yikes. Okay. I see it. I see the solution. Let me show you. I'll show instead of telling. But I see what to do. It will involve some pressing the button, pressing the D-pad in the correct directions. So maybe I'll mess it up. But I see it. Because check it out. There's a current. And at first I thought, oh man, am I supposed to use that egg? No, I'm going to use a different egg. Which means the one where I can grab a heart. Ah, wait. I literally just said that I would show you rather than telling you. There's exactly one that I can have in a heart, in an egg. Grab the last heart, get it in the water and be on it. In the current, able to get out. Before the others can get me. And that's it. Whoa, man. Lots of hungry skulls. Oh, wait, but what about this one? No? Okay. Well, stymied. So close. So, is that just a matter of luck and timing? I don't know. Or it could be a matter of just going really quickly. Let's try that. No. I don't think you have two eggs in the same current at once. That could be just made up, but I feel like that's true. Oh, wait. Here's the thing that makes me safe. So if I just push this one square, it'll block this guy. There. Yes. And what I was missing is that in the process of doing that, I could temporarily protect myself from the skull by leaving it here for a moment. 3 down. Okay. Number 4. We got a Don Medusa. We have undersea rocks. So the aesthetic splendor of the Lolo series really stepped up a lot between Game 1 and Game 3. Game 1, you very much got some like clumsily ported like MSX or whatever Japanese computer graphics they were originally using. Okay. So although this is still in the skull-themed area, this is very much a Don Medusa loaded challenge. So let me think. If I block the Don Medusas to the left, I then need to block them a lot. But perhaps that's the way. I'll try it. When in doubt, just give it a shot. Mistimed that one. Boom, got the knife. Okay. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Don Medusa's not real, he can't hurt you. He can hurt Lolo though. Ah! Okay. Well. I guess. If I do... Ah! Okay. That's definitely not the answer. And in fact, seeing that and seeing the implications of that made me pretty confident that the answer is to block Don Medusa's to the left. You know what? Why don't I just get over here? Figure out what I can do on this side. If I push this one all the way down, it's dead and I can't use it. But with a shot and pushing this guy into the water, I can free up another one. And I've got 4 shots. So there's going to be some trickery afoot in the ultimate solution here. Wait, I don't need to shoot that skull to free that thing up. So what do I need to do? I don't know. This is not the answer. I don't think. Ooh, especially because why did I do that? Maybe in the Skull Temple, but this one's really stressing me out Don Medusa wise right now. Wait, the answer is I can have all 3 framers if I'm wise, I think. Because next I can push the skull in there and get that one back. So what am I going to do with all these framers? I mean, I want to block this guy. And this time I'll block him correctly. Although I'm not sure. I think that's a good idea. I mean, it always feels good to have a Don Medusa locked down. So close. I was kind of expecting that. I felt it not coming together for me. Thank you, Waffle Syrup. That's true. I was dead man walking there anyway. Okay. So that means, in practice, the way I'm thinking right now, I need to block this Don Medusa 3 times, this one twice, and this one 3 times. So 8 total blocks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heart framers and 3 skulls. And, and blocking this guy from the top is only necessary to get this heart framer, so I'll do that with this skull. Not sure what that means yet. But we're working here. Well, this is here now. Get this up like that for now. But I think I want to block this guy in next. So I got to pull this off. Maybe I do it like this. Yeah, that was the smarter way to do it. Okay. Obviously, I can't get that heart framer yet. That one's going to require some thought. Possibly some thought in the sense of completely rethinking how I'm doing this. But we'll see. For now, you can get this guy. It's kind of giving you a guideline, right? It's a nice little visual clue. Block him in the one spot up here where the sand strip ends. That feels intuitively correct. I've got 3 shots now. Also, there's a framer I can just get. Although, wouldn't it be nice? I'll save that one for now. A lot depends on which of these give me more shots. It's not this one. Which I think means I'm stuck, so I should experiment and make sure. Do I get any shots here? No. Do I get shots here? No. there a better way? I mean, yes. Because there is a solution to this, and I have not come close to it yet. Will this give me shots? I don't think so. Okay. So that's my limit on shots. What does it mean, though? What are the implications? Try this for now. But I got, obviously, I'm looking for some kind of disjunction point where I break off from what I've been doing. And I try something else. And that something else works. This feels right. I didn't even get around to using this framer last time. Because I had the wrong idea about what was going to have on those skulls up there. Okay. Let's see. I'm not seeing where to break off yet. These 3 shots are all that I have. So I can see how to get all the framers. Like the emerald framer is free. Okay, I don't know. Oh yeah, I want to get this done. Okay, now well, I suppose I don't need to block this Don Medusa from the left. The option is there to try to time it right. No, it's not. Or maybe it is. Wait, but I still don't know what the answer becomes then. No. No. Nope. This ain't it. Beautiful thing is that I'm not obliged to... If I hit a point and I'm like, oh, what do I do? I have no idea. I can come back to a fresh eyes. I have 3 other temples. We got a little bit of not extremely non-linear, because ultimately we have to do each room in order in each place. All right, happy birthday brunch. Enjoy your eggs Benny or your French toast or whatever you may be having for brunch. Waffles, Belgian waffles. Hopefully with some syrup. Okay. Do this. Okay. Returning to the assumption that I gotta get this guy locked down. Which, again, isn't necessarily a correct assumption, but... Okay. When I free up this framer, I'm going to use it on the top guy. Because if I can get a skull, which I do not think I can because I don't think I have enough shots... Yeah, because there's no more shots. So once I've done this, I grab this, I'm stuck. So unless this does give shots, and it's just not something I can see before I'm eliminated, I suppose I might as well verify that. So why don't I... Okay, this is just a test run. Okay. That did not give me shots. Good. So we know what we're working with. What if I'm not freeing the framers in the most efficient way? Gotta look at it in its natural state and think. Can I get both framers with one shot instead of taking 2 shots to free the framers? I'm looking at it and thinking, like, if I put this one down, I put this one on top of this, I take the thing down. Wait. I don't know if this makes any sense. But let's try. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now I've got all the shots I need. I've got all the framers I need. It's all over but the logistics, I believe. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, let's find out if I'm missing something. Feels good. Notice that the emerald framers only take on the underwater palette when you put them on top of the sand. The other emerald framers still just have the above land. I need to run to the washroom, folks. Hang on 1 minute. Be right back with you, gang. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. The reusable skull is going to be the one on the left. Because we won't have much time to push it. And obviously this one, to get him going down, he would have to go all the way to here. Oh yeah. It's not even just too much time. It's not doable, period. So this guy stays here. This is our last one. Hey, wait a minute. I haven't solved this at all. Have I? Because I have 2 shots left. That's still not enough. Huh. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Aw, man. Okay. Actually, no, that's fine. Solving puzzles is literally the fun factor. It's the primary gameplay element of this game. So if I haven't solved the puzzle, that just means I get to solve it. No reason to be that let down. Okay. So what am I missing? I don't know. Because this felt like it was a cracking of the code. And yet. You know what? Okay. Just out of curiosity. Is this a regenerate somewhere else skull? I don't see how that would even contribute. No. No. So where is it that I can use less than I think I need to use? Well, do what I know I can do first, I guess. Uh-oh. Made a mess of this already. Well, maybe I can salvage it for experimentation purposes at least. Okay. Put him up there. And then, well, I can recover this, so it's not lost. But what exactly is it that I can do? 3 shots is not enough to move any of those skulls any more than they've been moved. Like, I need to block this guy on the right. But maybe I don't need to block him on the bottom if I've already just snatched that with timing. Maybe that's it. That is in fact it, right? It is. Perfect. All right. Going to room 5. We're almost done with the Skull Temple. Last room. Loads of skulls. This is a skull challenge room. Lots of skulls, a couple of rivers, and Medusas. Medusas that need to be blocked a lot. I have no choice but to start getting framers because I gotta get off of this little island by putting that skull in an egg. I think I probably, you know what? I'm gonna see if it gives me shots. It does. So perhaps it is wise to do that right now, but a lot is gonna depend. A lot of, okay. Deep breath. Now, do not take any of these framers yet. And if I'm just following what the game will let me do, what's available to me, let's just try. Got more shots there. Now, this Medusa needs to be blocked down here, but then doesn't anymore. So probably that's the way to do that. And then I don't know. Like, I've got these 2 emerald framers down here, but I can't even see what I'd use them for. Perhaps I've used up too many shots. Perhaps that's what I'm missing here. No, perhaps not. We'll find out. But so far, no, I definitely could have used fewer shots. So let me just run that back. I don't yet know, like, what are the total number of shots available to me. So I don't know that I had failed. But because if I go like this, and this, and then just like this, I should now be able to do everything I did last time with fewer shots. Cross the river. Wait, no, I'm a fool. I can't turn this thing around. I was thinking I could push it to the left and go around it. There's no space for that. I was a fool. Okay. But that's okay. This is how we learn. Wait, what have I done? What did I need to get that I didn't get? Oh, jeez. It's just this, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. 2 shots. One thing that's clear enough is that when I cross this river, I want to free up that emerald framer. So I'll cross by doing this. And now. Well, now I just have to solve the puzzle. There are only 3 hearts left. You know what? I see now what the last heart answer is. Yeah, it's that one. Get the top one last. So that safe from most of the skulls, at least. I can't remember if the skulls can run over the treasure chest or not, which is a risk. What's life without a little risk? Okay, I mean, we're set up for success here. Hopefully. Push that to there. Right now I can't get anything, but I have one shot. With one shot, I could... what? I can block the top Medusa and get the top left. Alright, let's try that. No shots freed up. But now I can use the framer here. Give me some shots. No. With this one? Yes. That one has shots. Now we know for next time. And I've revalidated to myself that you will find out if you were going to get shots, even if you're destroyed at the same moment that you touch the framer. So at first, we can just experiment with changing the order up there. Perform our actions in a different sequence and see if that leads to success. Sometimes it's not about actually knowing what the answer is going to be, so much as knowing how to stumble towards an answer and create the possibility that you're going to find it. This part feels unassailable. And so how? Oh, I see how. Just instead of using a skull right away to get the top left, use the skull to get to here. No, that hasn't solved anything. I still have no shots left and nothing to do. Okay. Just looking at this thing and thinking, like, obviously I need to shoot this guy and push him down. Is that obvious? I think it is. Alright. Trying the established starting order of actions again. But what might I do differently? This framer is bugging me. Is it just there to mock you? Is there something I could do with that? Because there's no way to go to the left first. There's only 2 shots over there. And like there's no easy way back from this direction. So I don't think there's anything to do with that framer. I think that framer is a red herring. Or a green herring. Oh. The mystery of the emerald herring. Okay. I guess I can reclaim this framer with 1 shot, which could save me shots? Let's try this again. I think because I see how if I put the framer just underneath the skull and then push the skull to the left, get on the egg in the water, come down, I can bring the framer back to the right. So that might save me some shots on those skulls. Because conserving shots here could get us to an answer. Yeah, why not? Now, is there any double duty I can pull here? Is there any benefit to having already moved the framer up one? I don't think so. So, spare myself the struggle, but saving that shot means we're going over there with 2 instead of 1, which opens up possibilities. Okay. Yeah, because now I just need to block Medusa from the top, or from the bottom here. So I can go across here, and then I can do this one. I get 2 shots, and because I'm thinking ahead, I'm going to use a skull, because I only need 1 shot to go home. Put a skull here, so I can get this, and I'll use the framer, which will not come to life and move out of the way. Oh, no. Too clever by half. Because I actually need a framer to get past here. So now I just got to count on this skull. I don't know if this is wise, but I'm going to try it. Okay, it worked. And I was mostly sure that the treasure chest would obstruct that skull. And it did. We're at the boss fight. And these boss fights, this is not super compelling action gameplay. However, I like these just because, you know, to the story they add a little bit of excitement. Sometimes Lolo and Lala do need to use their powers to actually engage in combat. But also just, even like, ever since I was a kid, I loved iconography. See how the palace that we were trying to row to starts... It's held aloft, apparently, by these temples. So it starts to come down. We're in the Gol-themed area, I believe. And so this one's just all about the order in which we're going to do these things, and in which we're going to get them. And then how we're going to get past those 2 Gauls after they've woken up to get to the thing. There are 2 powers on the board. Bridge and change floor arrow. I haven't explicitly mentioned this. I suspect anyone watching this at this point is aware of this already, but just in case, to be a good narrator. The gimmick with these is exactly what you might expect. You cannot step onto them from the direction they point in. But this power lets you nullify them. It always turns them so they just point in a dead direction that doesn't affect you anymore. Caveat with the bridge power, which does exactly what you think, is that unlike the already existing bridges, if you put a magic bridge over lava, it's temporary. Time limit wise, not crumble wise. Okay, so seems fairly clear that we need to block Medusa and Gauls. So I think this is the last one I want to get, because I want to already have these guys blocked. I don't know if there's... I think this is a dive in and see what happens kind of deal. Okay, I actually do need to think a moment. How do I achieve a state where this Medusa is blocked on all sides? I think it's actually by doing this. What's the bridge power going to be for, I wonder? Do I use it right now to go across and start setting myself up with the gulls? Let's try it. I don't know how long. I don't know if it lasts long enough, but I think it will. Yep. Okay. Then how do I get this one in position? I don't think I can. So I've mostly solved this, and I mean, there's not that much to solve. So actually, perhaps what I should actually say is that I have not solved this at all yet. Okay. Is there a way to block off the Medusa without touching the crumble bridge once? I don't think so. And how to block that bottom gull is actually really nagging at me now. The more I look at it. Okay. I think this is a case where action is required. I need some feedback from success or failure to put me on the right path. Try this again. Okay. It's alright, British. Your presence is a comfort. I know that I'm not alone. Okay. That feels like the move. But then, how? Oh. I need the crumble bridge in play still. I might be able to do this. Okay. Maybe. Because if I actually put this here. Yep. Put this here. Put the bridge here. Now I gotta act fast. Yep. Success. Perfect. Alright. That's an elegant puzzle. Not even using half the screen space, really. And half of the available stage. What is that? What are the I've never counted the dimensions of a Lolo stage. Now I'm curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I figured they were going to turn it to be squares. 11 by 11. Interesting. Okay. So I think a key gimmick here is going to be the way that the gulls are facing and using them as obstacles in a way that also nullifies their ability to project their fire at you. What I can obviously do is grab this, get some shots. There's also an emerald framer I could free up there. 3 Medusas that need in total to be blocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emerald framers and 4 gulls. We're pretty well stocked for the stuff we need here. Let me try. Because this gull would be a good candidate to block the bottom Medusa on the left side. Let's see. No, of course not. Fortunately, my brain perceived what I was doing moment before I got the business there. So I was not horrified as much as I usually am when that happens. Okay. What more could I do? Is there anything? There's no powers on the board. Also, if it turns out I can get the bottom right framer last, if it doesn't have shots I need, this might be simpler than I'm even... It might not matter about the Gol facing. But I don't know that yet. So I don't want to go out on a limb and make a fool of myself. Okay. You know what? 5 framers, but obviously the one on the right is dead. I can't make any use of that at any point. So perhaps I should start working around it. So what am I going to do with this guy? I'll block this Medusa from the top. Then I can grab this. What more can I do? If I push this guy here, then I can get this one free. What might I do with it though? I could bring it over here. And block this Medusa from the right. At which point I can use this guy to block her on the bottom. And I'll never get between him and that wall when he's awake. So that should cover it. That should do it. No more shots. So that's perilous. I should probably, in that case, figure out another thing I can block. I can't block this Medusa from the top with a framer yet. Or can I? Yes, I can. I don't know if I should, but I'm going to try it. Wait, shouldn't have pushed that down, but I can recover. Push this to here. Down. But then, there. Now a lot depends on where the shots are. But I think if I take this guy up and around, and get another one, no shots. But I have a framer free now. So I could get 2 hearts on the top if I use this framer at the top. Or I could get 1 heart at the bottom. Take a chance on the 2 at the top. Just better odds. I could also get 1 right there. A lot depends on the distribution of shots, and there's no way of knowing. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Well, this is solved, right? Right? As long as I can push Gols fast enough. Push eggs fast enough. It all comes down to this. I gotta go over to... Gotta bring this thing, while it's egged, over to here, get back around, push it down, push it left, push it down. If I can do all that before it hatches, we're done. Perfect run. 2 down. Whew, this place is loaded with Gols. Our path is prescribed at the start, because I cannot do anything here, so I gotta walk up here. Medusa's only at the top. It's comforting. Some things I can obviously see. I will need to push this Gol down to here and this Gol over to here at the end, and while this one's still in an egg, grab the treasure. I think that's how this is going to wrap up. In the meantime, this is the only framer I can claim, and it has shots in it, thankfully. I suppose I should try. Start with what's easy. And just find out if there's shots in it. There are. I'm going to put that away. I might come to regret doing that. Oh, yes. In fact, I do. I was thinking I could then use it to block the top Medusa, but I haven't blocked the top right Medusa yet. Okay. Where do these Medusa... 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 spots that need to be blocked. So maybe I won't need to recycle gulls? Let's try this. So I can free up emerald framers coming through here like this. And that got me more shots. That might have been a use speed kind of situation right there, where I could have got more done. Well, if it comes to it, I'll figure it out. 5 shots now. So, gotta get this one. Can't get this one last. 6 shots to work with. I don't think I've approached this right. Because right now, I can have another framer by dealing with these guys. But exactly how do I want to use that framer? I guess I'm going to use it over here. Can't push it up yet, but I'll put it here. And then I've got a lot of shots to work with. Which of these goals? I've also got a pretty clear path just dashing right down to the treasure, as long as those fires can't get to me, which I don't think they can. I think I've got just enough space to step and grab the gem and destroy the fires before they hit me. I think. So with 3 shots, I just need to get 1 goal, maybe, into position there. I think I'll use this one. Wait. I don't have a simple path to go down on account of I've done this to myself. But maybe I can still finagle this. Certainly made this harder than it needed to be. And yet, this place was generous with the shots, so maybe this can still work out. Remembering to do this. And now it's all up to how quickly Lala's little legs can carry her. Alright, 3 down. Okay. First question, as always, where am I constrained and what can I do about it? I don't think I'm constrained. I'm not that constrained at the start. I'm going to go on a limb and say that I want to use this framer proactively here, because I think I'll be able to bring a goal through and it'll be easier to position him above that Medusa. I'm assuming I don't need to get this heart framer first. This Medusa up here is easy to deal with. Got some shots. This part's easy. Okay. So we're closing in on where it becomes very important what order I collect things in. But if I get this one over here last. That's easy peasy. So I have 2 shots. Well, okay, put this guy down. Get this and this. No new shots from that. Hopefully, shots are available somewhere. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. But what can I do with these? I think I have to take this guy out from this side. No, wait, this is... Can't put this Gol here. Or here. Unless he's in the egg. But he's not going to be unless I get more shots. No, I still wouldn't be able to put him in an egg again. Gotta start over. I don't see a way to bring a right-facing Gol through. So maybe this is actually... Maybe it is actually... do the getting hearts maximizing thing right at the start. Except I didn't even grab that heart. Okay. But I have 2 shots at this point. And I need to get back, and the only way to get back is through here. Oh, and I can't. Okay. So that does need to go there. Then... just occurred to me. Normally on my streams, I'm doing like role-playing games, games with a lot of dialogue. And so my narration involves a lot of riffing and commentary on the narrative. This is a much more instrumental kind of narration. I'm mostly just talking my own thinking process out loud. Okay. So, looking at this and thinking. Oh, maybe it's as simple as just not needing that Gol there anymore once I've got the thing. Like blasting its egg away. Not sure I have enough shots to make this work, but let's find it. Or enough time. Maybe there is enough time and I just didn't use it. Because then I'm thinking I need to do this. Wait. Not sure. Not sure. Wait, what if this is a go away Gol? No. Just destroyed. And then I can bring this over. But I'm stuck. Yeah, there's no agility based path through there. This is interesting because the structure of the level like really kind of sends you on a path. And so the question is, am I being tricked into thinking I'm supposed to go on the path at all? Or am I just missing where there's a point where I could do the path differently? Because right now, there's no choice but to do that. And then, if I come in here... Oh, whoops. I've blocked the thing wrong anyway. I'm not even on the path. Try this again. Ooh. You know what? Why am I using the left-facing Gol when I use him to block this Medusa? I'm putting him down here, but if I put him up here, there's obviously a path through that doesn't involve going in front of him. That's probably what I'm missing here. Okay. Can it be all so simple? I think it can. So I get 2 shots there, and I just need to egg this Gol, as I've done before. Get around here, put the framer atop his head. Wait for the satisfying clunking sound. And I think I've done it. We've done it, team. That Gol just going nuts on that rock. To no avail. Okay. I didn't take stock of the level at all, and I just ran in front of a Medusa that I hadn't even taken the time to recognize was there. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was foolish. Excuse me a moment. Okay. Well, so 3 bridges available. And obviously, a fair part of the bridge puzzle here is going to be, how do we get onto the island at the top left, where the treasure chest is at the end? Since obviously, by the time we want to go there, all these Gols will be eyes wide open and freaking out. First, we got to get out of here. I assume I did get shots from this before I went and killed myself. Yep. So, pretty constrained here. Oh! Nice thing to eliminate uses of bridges. Obviously, one will need to be used to create a spot to put an obstacle here so this Medusa can't blast me. So we can't get that one for now, which makes this part, I think, fairly simple, actually. Bridge power active. So the first bridge we use will actually just be like this, I think. Just to get over here. And now, it's time to think. I need... What do I need? Well, I need to block that Medusa, obviously. And I can do that with a framer here. I've got 4 framers to work with. I think some of them are going to need to block Gols, but I'm not positive. No, 4 framers, 4 Medusa block spots. I think the trick with the Gols will be all about blasting. See how the 2 right here are not facing the direction that you would come to them to put them in eggs. So like you could stand right here, egg this one away if you had 2 shots, and then a bridge across here, and then egg this guy. So I need 3 shots when I get there. And I think that could be manageable, especially if there are more shots, which would be just great. Let's keep doing what makes sense for now. More shots. Thank goodness. In fact, I don't think I have a good path to using a framer down here on account of it's so cramped. Or is it a matter of using 1 shot on this Gol? No. I think I need to... this Gol needs to perform double duty, at least. I think. What's my plan here? It's a question worth asking yourself. I don't know what the plan is, so let's actually take action. And learn from failure, if indeed we do fail. If we succeed with flying colors, well, hey, cool. Okay. How feasible is it to use this Gol to free up this emerald fragment? Not at all. Not at all. That plan is not feasible. Whew. Learn through failure. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. You can hear my cats are getting their treats from their girl, Danielle. Oh, you fool. That was a dumb move. Okay. There we go. Now. This feels prescribed. Gotta do that. Is how it feels. And you know what? Going by feel, it also feels like that's not the last heart to grab. I think the bottom one is the last heart to grab, so... Okay. I guess if I want to use the Gol to free up a framer, maybe the time to do it... Alright, definitely the time to do it is before I've taken that heart away, which is protecting me from that Medusa. So let's assume I'm just going to want to put the framer here. Now, how am I ever going to get back? That's an issue. I have 8 shots. I don't see how any of them gets me back. Eight shots. It's a lot of shots. You know what? I might as well, while I'm rich in shots, take advantage of it to experiment here. And see if just, you know, as I move things around, will I see something? Something become clearer to me that isn't yet quite clear? Ah, something became clear to me, but it's something that I needed to do already. I need to run to the washroom. Hang tight, gang. Be right back. Okay. I think I had at least one revelation just before. I think I did. How to use the first bridge more effectively. I don't know that I did that, but I think I did. Let's find it. I think what I want to do is not put the bridge up in this corner, but rather put the bridge right here, so that a single Gol egg is now sufficient to transport back and forth. Like so. Because I can come back that way too, right? Feels good. Feels like we're moving in a good direction. Alright. 7 shots. Let me think. My scheme at the end requires 3. Assuming I still have a bridge, which I think I will. Zap, 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 and grab it. So I need 3 left there. That leaves me with 4 to work with. So if it takes 2 to get that scheme done, and 2 to get that, are there more shots in that? Otherwise, I need a better scheme. What if... might be over... No, I'm getting too fancy here. I think. Try this. Haha! Efficiency! So now, I need 2 to get that, 1 to get over there, and 1 to come back. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Are there 2 shots in this? I wish I remembered. No. So with 4 shots now, I need 2 shots to come out of that thing, or else I'm stymied. I need to figure out a way to use the other emerald framer. Oh, and, in fact, I absolutely do, because there's no way to use this guy now. Okay, that's clarifying. Nothing wrong with a little clarity. And in fact, I can just do the exact same trick that only took 1 shot to liberate the framer the first time. We're doing this. I was saying earlier that Danielle and I are finally gearing up to probably like a month or a month and a half from now start our Final Fantasy VI stream together. And so doing fancy overlays is easy. If you've ever seen a Final Fantasy menu, if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game and seen the menu, you know it's not that hard to turn that into the overlay here. So that's not a problem. What's a little trickier, it's a little bit more challenging, is the stretch goal I've made for myself. I was like, you know what? I want to do character portraits for the 2 of us. Now, I'm not a super talented artist at all, but I like doing the pixel art. I like to try, you know, as long as you're having fun, right? And so I'm not going to do these from scratch. I need to find a model that I'm like, okay, if I hack this and this way and this way and this way, it would look that, right? So I had to go through the characters and be like, which of these is going to work for each of us? So for Danielle, it's kind of funny because Danielle has a lot of wild red hair. So if you're familiar with Final Fantasy VI, there's a character who's in your party for a very short time. He's a temporary character. Bannon, the leader of the Returners. And he's like an old man with wild, like golden brown hair and a beard. So like, the tricky part is I've got to erase his face and start from scratch, and like drawing a face in that pixel art style, imitating Amano's, or yeah, whoever's character art. Difficult when you're not super good at these kind of things. But that said, it's a pretty good model. Then I had to figure out which one to use for myself. And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, Sabin, like Locke, Edgar, like all of them, like for one thing, like I'll just put a mustache on and like, you know, change the palette for the hair, stuff like that. I don't know. And so I was like, maybe Danielle can have offer some insight here. So I pulled up an array of all of the character portraits. And as I'm holding it up to her and being like, so which of these, in the very moment I'm asking her to look and tell me which one would be a good model for me, it's finally occurring to me, this is a very existential moment for me, that it's Cyan. Cyan is the one who is the closest model for me, with his lined forehead and his mustache and stuff. So there you go. I got old. It crept up on me. I wasn't ready. Okay, gotta execute this twice flawlessly, which I believe I can do. Maybe. No, I was sloppy. I do have to de-grizzle him a bit, so there's comfort there. But yeah. Yeah. Not any of the dashing young heroes. The father figure character. I'm excited. I've played Final Fantasy VI so many times because it's one of my favorite games. And part of what's exciting about it for me is that because I've played it so many times, as an adult, most of the times I've played it are by cajoling other people into doing two-player playthroughs with me. Because it's just like, you know, showing a movie that you love to somebody, or getting someone to read a book you love and then talking about it with them. You get to experience it a little freshly through. The book one is an imperfect analogy because you're not really there sharing the experience in the same way watching a film or a television show or something. But yeah, that's exciting. And I know that Danielle will get swept up. It's a great story, and I feel like it's the kind of story that will appeal to her a lot. So I'm excited for that. And then also, I've just, like, one of the main things I've done on this channel since I started it has been part of a project to take advantage of being a little older, a little wiser, a little medicated for ADHD, to play types of games that I was always really interested in but never had the attention span for, like classic RPGs. So I've spent a lot of time thinking out loud about what makes a good RPG and RPG mechanics, and largely playing games that don't drag you through a narrative. Whereas a lot of Final Fantasy VI, I don't want to say too much, don't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, experienced it, but a lot of Final Fantasy VI is kind of on rails and just like going through a narrative. So I'm interested to see, like, when I come at this with wiser, older eyes and more experienced RPG eyes, like, what good and bad things will reveal themselves to me. I know I'll still love the story. I'm not worried about not loving the game anymore or anything. There we go. Okay. Yep. I think I've done it. Wait. No. What a silly little thing to be stuck on. But how am I going to get this guy up there? Oh, man. Oh, you know what it is? No, because I don't have the last bridge yet. I can't. Huh. Okay. Okay. One more little wrinkle. What if it's just crossing right here? Okay. I think I've got it. Maybe. I'm hopeful. It's all about that first bridge placement. I got it a little bit better, but not quite where I needed it. I want to put the bridge here. Same gimmick, just different positioning so that it works both ways. Okay, we should be golden now. And this is room 5, so we should get to fight Giant Gol in a moment. Just glancing over at the clock, thinking, man, if the Lolo speedrunning community finds this streams, they're gonna laugh at me. Taking so long to bobble my way through fairly simple puzzles that I've actually, as I've mentioned, solved myself repeatedly in the past. But that's alright. Not a speedrunner myself. I'm an ambler. Uh-oh. Ah, just in time. One major disadvantage I'm at here is that although I do own this game legally on my Wii, at least. Yeah, I never owned it when I was a kid. I only rented it. I'm playing on an emulator because digging out my Wii and getting it all hooked up would be a pain in the ass. But that does mean that I'm using an inferior Logitech budget gamepad here with a not great D-pad. So some of these precision sequences are a little trickier than they already would be. And they're not necessarily the easiest at any time. Okay. We've done it. I believe that now. Because this part's easy. Take the same fella back across. I have 5 shots to my name. And I only need 3. 1, 2. Pass that guy. We're out of here. Okay. Fairly obvious strategy here. And the fact that you can nullify his shots. This is really a formality, but they came up with a catchy little bass-heavy tune. And the big sprites are fun. I love sprite iconography, so take a sprite I already know and love, then you give me a 4 square, 4 tile, big sprite version. I love it. I don't know now that it's my favorite, because there's a lot of really good areas in Mario Bros. 3. But certainly as a kid, my favorite part of Mario Bros. 3... Oh dear, we're in the Don Medusa Temple. Certainly as a kid, my favorite was in Mario 3 was Giant World, or Tiny Large Island, or whatever it's called. Okay, lots of Don Medusas. Let's see. This one. Okay. Lots of Don Medusas. So let's give it all some thought. This one needs to be probably pinned down here, which is going to take 2 framers. If I pin this one over here... Okay, you know what? Might as well just get that now. So blocking this guy from the bottom is not an issue. But he obviously will need to be blocked from the top, and he'll need to be blocked from the side. From the side right now. So this first Don Medusa we can nullify. And this second one we also have trapped. So then... This might be tricky. How am I going to get past this guy? Let's find it. Can I outrun? No. So, what this tells us, in fact, it seems obvious now. I don't need to block this bottom right Medusa on 2 sides. Once if I finish up at the bottom and then squeeze him from the top, problem solved. Because I never have to come down again. So I think I want to do this. Trap that one. Okay. Move this out of there for the moment. I think. No, and now. Okay, now we go like this. This. There. I want this here. Because now I can bring this up. And I can start dealing with that Don Medusa. Like thus. I'm going to need to be able to block him from the bottom to finish up here. Probably with this snakey. There's a lot to be done here. I guess what I should do... I don't know how many shots I have to work with. So I should find that out. Pin him in here for now. On the assumption I'll be taking that snaky out of there when I'm done. Okay. So... well... yes. Yeah, I think I'm done. Because 2 shots to get this. Go back down here. And then 1 shot to free up that framer. Block that Don Medusa from the top. Excellent. It's always tense in a level where the goal or the solution does not involve fully locking in the Don Medusas. Even when you know you're never going to cross the path again. It isn't pleasant to see them moving. Okay. Here, I do have a way. It's strange. Let's see what happens if I use clever timing to get this first. I do get shots. And then there's definitely going to be... oh, I see. Well, with just 1 shot, I can lock this guy and he's not a problem anymore. Maybe. I hope. And then a lot depends on getting more shots and where those shots might come from. So let's find out. Where are shots? That crumble bridge at the top at least tells me this is the final heart to be retrieved. That's helpful information. Two more shots. Very nice. And right now, this is one of those, it's almost too easy kind of situations. Because with these Don Medusas, I can fully pen them in with these 3 skulls. Why do I have so many shots? Wait. Okay. I see. Because I'm going to need to do something scary. And with better timing than that. Alright. Alright. Pen this guy down. block her in. I'm also setting up a, like, I have no designs on using an extra emerald framer. So I'm not sure what the story will be there. Okay. 5 shots. Now, I guess there is no harm in getting this part set up for myself. Perhaps for that matter, there's no harm. Perhaps it's not as scary as I thought. Because I think I can actually just trap this one guy and be done with it. I think all the tricks are with the top one. Because I will have to, yep, put him on the left and then put him on the right. Or put him on the right and then put him on the left. Right and then left, I think. Let's try. Wait for it to come back, pen him in, and I think we're done. Getting close to actually meeting. There's only one new like enemy type in Lolo 3. And we'll encounter it in the central underwater temple. Yeah, that's it. 2 down. Oh, never mind. We'll encounter it here. Check it out. Moby. So Mobies are directional. It matters what direction they're facing. They're stationary enemies. I mean, I don't know that they're enemies. Honestly, they're kind of like Rocky. They just want to see. So if you go on a line with them, they go and they suck in and it pulls you. It's not an instant pull, like you can step out of the tractor, but you can't resist it. Or you can't resist it in a way that will stop you. You will be making no leftward progress if you're being pulled to the right by a Moby. Okay. Intimidating. This is very intimidating. Well, I could try using this to block this Medusa and get this heart. 2 shots. That helps. Then I can also just get this heart framer with time. Ooh, but it's tricky timing because there's 2 Don Medusas that could get me. I also have the option trying to get started down here. Perhaps I will. It's going to be a matter of stepping up and pushing that down. And then remembering the rule. And then this Moby, once right here, will not be a problem for me anymore. Because it can't suck me from through a rock. Now I have an extra heart framer to work with. Emerald framer. Except that I don't have this one in the right position. Fix that. Okay. So now I can bring this up. And the question becomes, to what end? I think first I don't want to grab this yet. I want the comfort and security of the guy on the left not being able to shoot me if I get the timing messed up. Let me think. Okay. That Medusa needs to be blocked on 2 sides. Don Medusa at the top needs to be blocked 2 different times. You know what? Okay. Let's just try getting the top right one and see if it gives me shots. It does. So let's get the Moby out of there. And then I can use the Moby again to nullify that Don Medusa. Since I never need to go into the right column anymore. Bring this to here. Oh, wait. Perhaps if I put that there, now I can more comfortably get this. And I can block this Medusa. I need shots. Uh-oh. This is the only other one I can get without getting more shots. It gave me shots. Okay. Now, I need to block that Medusa. I also need to... Aha! This is actually fairly simple. That Don Medusa only needs to be blocked once. From the bottom. And then I can use the other Moby to block that Medusa. Okay, I think I've got it. It's just timing now. Okay. I've got to go all the way around to get that heart, because I'm going to get Moby sucked. I can't. Watch. Cannot go down. Oh, you can't resist it at all. I thought you might be able to, like, hold in place to no real benefit except giving you more time to think. But you can't even do that. But there I go. I'm all set up. Right? Be startling if I turn out not to be. 3 down. This Don Medusa Temple is going smoothly. This is where I remember when I was younger, the game getting harder. Which means I am smarter than I was when I was 18. Go figure. 20 years and advanced education and so on and so forth, and you get smarter somehow. It's at least some consolation for being way less pretty and not having as much hair. There's a lot going on here. I think this is one where I want to start moving somewhat carefully because I don't want to be given a fright. But otherwise, like, just try some things. I don't think there's a good timing-based trick to getting up through that little corridor. So it's time to figure out what to do with these Mobies and these shots. Well, it's actually kind of straightforward because I need to do both right now, so I might as well use them to fully block off the Medusa. Okay, so the Medusa is nullified. Don Medusa at the bottom, I will just need to trap all the way to the left, so I just need to get one thing in between him, I can point, in between this cursor and this guy, which will obviously come down here after I get this framer, being careful not to be trapped by the timing. This guy I just need to block here, and I've got the shots to do it. But I also need to keep in mind, if I'm blocking these guys in the corner, if I block them with the Mobies, then I need to also... what happens when you're trapped between two Mobies pulling in the opposite directions? I'm not sure. Okay. Moby suck through trees. But I can get past that. Okay. And see that Don Medusa? He's right up against the heart framer. So I need to get one of those Mobies out and then block him in. There's a lot going on here. I think this is a good move. Let's find it. Okay. I'm secure top and bottom from those Don Medusas. Got a little bit of breathing room for the moment. Okay. So what all will I have here? What will I have to work with? That's startling too, even though it's not harmful. Because it can, obviously, cause you harm. It can pull you into harm's way pretty easily. Okay. What if... Put this here. I'm going to want to drag one of these framers down to the bottom to block that Medusa. Don Medusa. So I think I do just want to use the other Moby here. I think. I'll try it. Very good. Then what? That didn't feel wise. No, I do not believe that I have set myself up right here. I guess I should find out though. No, because with this guy... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. The Mobies are being deployed aggressively here. Really gotta learn, really gotta think it through. This part at least feels required. But now what? This feels right. It might not be. But it feels plausible. So I'm going to do it. Then, I need to be thinking ahead. How am I going to wind up? Oh, maybe I use a shot to put that Moby in an egg. Just so the one here at some point so I can run down here. Push a framer that's here over to here. I still have these guys. But I had a lot of shots. We gotta find out. I think it's fine to set this up here. But then... I don't know. Well, I can get this. So get what I can get. It's 2 more shots. Maybe I actually use framer here. No, this doesn't seem wise. It's broken. Can't do it now. Okay. I got time. I got time to think here. Don't know how much longer I'll go, but I can go a little longer. I'm still engaged. Maybe it's a matter of really, really running hard and fast through this part. Because I don't know how to recover this thing. If I go like this, I'm kind of stuck using it now. This does not feel right. But who knows? No. No. Okay. Can't kill a framer there. Having a clear sense in my mind of how many shots in total are available to me would certainly help a lot, but I don't have that. That has not been provided to me by my brain just yet. Okay. Can I do this very, very quickly? Well, not quickly enough. Let's find it. No. Not this time, for sure. But okay, what about... What about... What about... No, I don't see how that helps. I was thinking, what if I push this framer up, the one that's just above me, and then push this one to the left? But then how do I deal with that Moby? I'd be stymied. If I egg this guy, I can have 2 shots. This feels like it's going to wind up being wasteful of shots, but let's try it. Oh, no. That was dumb. Okay. Alright. That could have been bad, but it wasn't. I recovered just in time from my over-pressing of the button. Okay. What if it's not even about running quickly? What if it's actually just about doing this? Wait, no. I have no shots right now. So I can't do what I was thinking of. Unless this has shots. And it doesn't. Oh, this does and I can get it. Although now I've created a terrible position for myself. Well, okay. Okay. I'm still no closer, I don't think, no closer to insight. And also, having that thing at the bottom gone is really going to mess with me. So, let's try this again. At least I still feel like I'm setting out correctly. I can be a fool to feel that way. Perhaps that is correct. What if I wait on this top guy? Just get the timing right here. And then... then go like this, this. Block that like that. Put this here. Forgot that was going to happen. Get this. Get the timing right here. By Jove, I think I might have done it. Maybe. Because now this can... Oh dear. So here's the scary part I gotta do. But I gotta do it. Get in here. I gotta blast this guy away and get out of the way of Don Medusa immediately. Let's try it. It worked. That was not what I meant to do, though. Arrgh. Okay. Okay. I think I'm seeing a pathway. So, what all fancy things did I do here? Oh yeah, I did this. And then I did this. Kept my cool with the unexpected Moby sounds. Sort of. Okay. Now I just need to do this properly, the way that I intended the first time. One, two, and out of the way. Mobied up. And then, like thus. That's, okay. I've killed every Don Medusa except the bottom one. And I have the framer I need. Do I? Yes. Because I've got shots left that I am not going to need overall here. So I can grab this. Oh, I've got so many shots. The world is my oyster. Ooh, you know what? Here's a good gimmick. A halfway framer is blocking both. So now I don't need to worry about that Moby either. You know what? I wonder if in like both the Kirby games and the Smash Bros games, also Sakurai Creations, and hello your mom by the way, tend to offer a lot of like unlockables, then give you some descriptive text. I wonder if they've ever commented on the ontological nature. Are Lolo and Lala, are they corrupted Lolo and Lala? Are they an entire? Is it just a coincidence that across multiple universes, these very similar creatures came to exist? I don't know. Okay, so blast this guy. Oh my goodness, didn't mean to do that, and yet I still think I'm okay. So I put that to here. I need one more shot. So even though I duffed one into the wall, fortunately, since the shots are given out in even numbers, you always get two. Sometimes you get one more shot than you need. We've got it. Boom. Room 4 down. We're almost out of Don Medusa's lair. Oh, great. An Arma in a Don Medusa level. Alright. Crumble bridges everywhere. Stage divided into 4 quadrants. 1 bridge power available to me. Alright. Alright. So, a lot depends. Obviously, I can get this bottom left one. Get some shots. But then, what is the move? I gotta be cognizant that that Don Medusa on the right can get me in one spot. Get the timing right to avoid him. And then I just gotta think. Obviously, there are more framers than I need to block these Medusas here. Because 3 will get the job done here. Though I could also use this Snaky. But the Snaky could be performing, you know, double duty. For now, let's assume everything going nice and easy. Don't know why you'd ever make that assumption, but we can. No one can stop us. Well, let's try going to the right. Oh wait, no. I do not want to get on that side at all. That would be foolish. The way to fix this Don Medusa problem for this one is to trap him at the bottom, which I can mostly do, but not quite. And then my framer is locked. Okay. No, this was a stupid way to do the things at the very start. Wait, I think I hear it tapping at my door. One moment here. Hang tight, gang. Okay, so I have a stopping time now. I hope within the next 15 minutes when lunch is ready, I can solve this. But let's find out. Let's see what I can do. That part seems straightforward. Then, oh, I think I just did this last time. And use the sneaky there. Maybe that's a good move. I'll try it. Okay, so first, I think I want to do some scary timing based stuff. Hopefully that was wise. Because now I only need one framer to stymie Don there. And one for this Medusa. I never need to go in the bottom row again. I'm done with this quadrant entirely. And then step across here. Time to think. Seems quite possible that the purpose of the bridge that I can create is going to be to, I'm going to need to go across up there, get Don Medusa blocked from the bottom, and come back here before I can grab that. At which point, obviously, I will need to cross again. So that's helpful. And here's another thing. Scary timing-based stuff. I gotta get up there, and then I gotta egg that snaky and move up. Let's see. Push that to the top. Push that up. Okay. He's nice and blocked. This is all coming together. Oh no. It's not coming together as nicely as I might hope. Because I need to block... No, wait. No. Yes. Yeah, I need to block that Medusa from the friggin' bottom. And there's nothing to block her from the bottom with. Meaning that there's a gimmick here. There's a make the snaky not able to respawn gimmick. I don't know which snaky it even is. Be helpful if I'm able to figure that out. Right. The very thing I said. Okay. Let's do this. Experiment. Oh man, I made this so much harder than I needed to. Okay, does that sneaky respawn in a helpful spot? No. Okay. That's helpful. Okay, I have a thought, I think. Or do I? You know what? There's a lot of things I kind of know that I need to do, or feel pretty confident are part of the solution. So why don't I work on those? Okay. Okay. What if the gimmick involves using Arma here? Alma, sorry. Alma? Alma. Because then I can have another emerald framer. I don't know. It's worth a try, I guess. Let's see. No, there's the critical flaw in that plan. Okay. Okay, no harm done. Mild, explosion of terror, but it subsided pretty quickly. Now. Yeah. I'm going to do all the time in gimmickry here. Take that. And let's proceed on the assumption that there's no gimmickry with the Alma just yet. Perhaps there is, but for now, let's proceed as though there's not. Oh no, I didn't get the bottom one. Ah! There's a lot to think about, a lot to keep track of. There's a lot you can do and a lot you need to do, and the order you do it in is very important. what I'm doing here mostly feels good, so hopefully I'm on the right track. Suppose if there is Alma gimmickry to be done, a trick I might have tried is pushing this to halfway over here and see if only half stepping doesn't even crumble the bridge. But for now, what can I do to get a snaky eliminated Ugh. Okay, I don't know about this. Well, let's try. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. That sneaky is also eliminated. Is Alma going to be the one that I need to spawn block? That would be a twist. But I'll try the third snaky before I give up. I mean, I'm never going to give up. But I mean, I'll stop for the day pretty soon. No, this is it. This is the push where I complete a task I've been working on since I was a very young kid. And I beat this game, start to finish, without having ever asked the internet to tell me the solution to any of the puzzles. Occurs to me there might never be a need to go in the right hand column, so you might actually be able to block the Don Medusa up against the lava there on two sides. Oh, but you don't want to block him on two sides because you can block him on just one to get him in the bottom corner. Okay. Alright, so it's the only snaky I haven't tried is the one who's kind of ensconced there by the sand. So, give it a shot. There's going to be a lot going on here. Now I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I don't see what I'm going to do. I guess I must try. No, because I can't get around to him. Unless I use the framer to trap him up there and then use the snaky to eliminate another a snaky? Maybe. I'll try that before I start trying something different. And I'm running out of time to try anything here. Is there some gimmick with reusing this snaky? I don't know. Okay. At least setting this part up is second nature now. Okay. So what am I thinking to do here? I want to... I don't even really quite have a clear picture how this is supposed to work. But I'll try it. No, I definitely needed at least to have hit it again, so that I could move the other snaky onto it. I can't even test it. Arrgh. Okay. Okay. Do this quickly. But carefully so you don't... The Don Medusa... Oh no. Do it quickly, but don't fuck it up. So they didn't get the bottom framer. Okay. Nice and easy. This guy bounces. Put him down there. Okay. I hope at the very least that we find it. Let me pause. Let me show a little patience and think this through logistically. I want to test what happens if I block this snaky's respawn. So I'm going to put the framer here. I'm going to egg this guy up, push him up to here, grab this, get back down, blast it again. Put the framer underneath this guy and pin him up, and then get this snaky down. Oh my. Well, let's try. And I slipped. I slipped. Okay. I'm running out of time. I want to at least test this theory before I run out of time, though. Hopefully I can. Getting it set up is a lot easier now, but I still... you can get hasty when you start thinking, this is the part that's solved. Then you get the timing wrong, you get Don Medusa, you scream like a child. Okay. Once more, with feeling. Okay, framer up like that. Gotta come all the way back around. It's Alma. We have to block Alma from respawning. Well, see what I can learn about doing that in... I don't know. Actually, let me go see. Should I really even be trying this again? Let me find it. Hang tight. Brief intermission. Okay, lunch is ready, so I'm going to do one bit of fact-finding, and then I gotta stop. Gotta be responsible. Ask. Okay. Well, I mean, okay, the way to test this is just to not worry about solving the puzzle overall, and thus be liberal with your framer usage. Because it would be nice to at least confirm. Oh, geez. I've been foolish with my framer usage here. But okay. What is even my plan? If I want to test this, and I do, then I should test the half-step trick. Yep, no crack. Okay, now I've got a little bit of security there. This doesn't matter. We're not trying to fully solve the puzzle. So, whatever. I'll just do this. Then, I can push this up to here. Because I don't even know what Alma's spawn point is. You can't push eggs into the lava. So, okay. I didn't realize that. Learn something new every day. There's no time to test the theory. Time is running. So here we are. Room 5 of level 12, the Don Medusa level. There's also the, I believe, Medusa Temple there. And when all those 5-room temples are done, that water temple will have fully descended. I think that's a 10 level. And then that takes you to a road of 4 like pyramids or fortresses or something that lead to the Demon King's castle. And I've made it to like Fortress 2 or Fortress 3. Is the farthest I've ever been. So I'm still not solving new puzzles to me. But they're new enough. Because I haven't seen them in a long time. I've saved the state. And alright, time to shut her down. I don't know when I'm playing Lolo next, but if I can find some time this week to hop on impromptu unannounced, I'll be playing more Lolo 3. Otherwise, this week, we've got Greg and James Beat 'em Up on Tuesday. That's a show where me and my buddy Greg played Beat 'em Ups. We're doing the Battletoads series right now. We played Battletoads. One episode was enough for that, because very little of it is actually a beat 'em up, and most of it is frustrating as hell. But we checked it out. It was fun. Battletoads and Double Dragon, we're going into our second episode on, because that game's friggin' great. Yeah, right now, with Battletoads, it's Greg and James beaten up. Thank you, British. But we'll see. Maybe we can turn the tides on Battletoads and Double Dragon. Or maybe not. And then Friday Night Frosthaven, if you like the popular board game Gloomhaven or its sequel Frosthaven, we play that right here on Twitch. It's fun. And then next Saturday, back to Pool of Radiance, where things are really picking up steam towards, we're heading into the denouement. We're getting towards, or rather the climax. We're heading towards not having much left to do. We're starting, we have the graveyard, and then it's Hinterlands quests until it's time to go fight Tyranthraxis and finish the game. So I'm going to do some of the Hinterlands quests because I'm enjoying it, but we're on the way to wrapping that up. Next Sunday, I'll be starting Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. I just need to get the stream overlays done, which is why I'm not doing it today. And once I get that done, we'll start playing that. That's going to be really fun. And it's not going to take that many days. And then maybe a month or a month and a half from now, I will have beaten it. And we're going back to Britannia, baby. Ultima Underworld, followed by Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpent's Isle. Things are exciting. Lots going on. So hey, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, they're all in the same place together, trapped under the sea, surrounded by Don Medusas. Take care of yourselves, and be kind to everyone you meet.